Welcome to the Positively Star Wars Senate podcast. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. May the Force be with you.
Looky, Senator. There's a Jedi arriving.
Let's make this our best show ever!
I will sign no treaty, Senator.
I am the Senate.
This is the way.
Hello, Star Wars fans, and welcome to Positive Star Wars Chat, because this is the Positively Star Wars Senate podcast, brought to you by the power of the Force and a little help from Microsoft Skype. And this is episode number 68, and it's the start of the year, shall we say? Yes, not long into the year now, 2025. But before we get going with this very special episode, we have a quick word from our sponsors.
In the not-so-distant future on a planet called Earth, it's Underoos.
Star Wars Boba Fett is here. That means Darth Vader's always near. C-3PO is lots of style. And R2-D2 just makes me smile. Star Wars Underoos are here, yeah! Something out of sight in underwear.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, R2. Underoos are for Earthlings.
Thank you, sponsors. Helping to keep the lights on. Well, not in this case, but that's another story. Food in the cupboard, voice on the airways, and of course, our ever-inflating D+ subscriptions and Netflix and Amazon, all that other kind of stuff. Okay, so this is indeed a very, very special...
So you did say it was a special episode.
I did say special episode, but I'm going to say it is an even special episode because we're recording this for our annual Star Wars quiz.
Yes, and we're doing this for
what are we doing it for? Well, we normally do it anyway, but we're doing it especially for
Star Wars Podcast Day 2025. So,
Podcast Day 2025 on the 7th of February, no less.
Yep. So this day back in '99, I believe it was. Yeah.
The first pod. Well.
Yep, I was 18. And apparently there were Star Wars podcasts back then. So I guess it was the very first one, which I can't find any record of anywhere, but supposedly it's Jedi Talk was the very first Star Wars podcast. So it probably was recorded and put on Yahoo or something. What internet was on back there? Was it AOL?
AOL. We had AOL. We had Yahoo. Probably on GeoCities or MySpace.
So you probably had to pop in one of those discs and then, sign up to the internet and listen to the podcast. Luckily, you guys don't have to do that anymore.
I had to download it as a torrent, uTorrent or something like that. Yeah. Take a few hours to download.
Well, we always do something special for these episodes, so it's fitting that we do the quiz. So.
Right. Okay. So let's meet I am the quiz master, Stephen, from good old England. But my contestants are my fellow senators, and they are from the other side of the pond in America. And we have, in Skype order, Ryan.
Hello there.
Marie.
Hello.
Ricky.
Hello.
And Ron.
Greetings and salutations, fellow senators, Chancellor. I should say fellow quiz takers and Chancellor.
Yeah, quiz takers and I'm the quiz
master. Yes,
I'm the quiz master. That's it. That's right. Yes.
Greetings, fellow quiz takers and quiz master.
And the reigning champion, Marie.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Marie won the last annual quiz. We have had mini quizzes here and there, but the last annual one was won by Marie.
Yeah, the one Ryan won didn't count.
No, apparently not. I guess
it was a mini one. So Marie has brought her trophy with us today. I hope you got a little bit of help to lift that up the stairs, and it's quite heavy these days. And bring it here and shine it. You shined it up, I see. It's looking very nice and bright and shiny and stuff. Yeah, giving it a bit of a polish.
Yes.
Yeah, so that will be defending your title against the three R's, Ryan, Ricky, and Ron. And so I've been working on the quiz the last couple of weeks, and as always, when we start this quiz, I start to get nervous that I've I'm going to try to watch my language. I've made some mistakes. I was going to say something else. Because I worked
They're
hard
all EU
on
questions.
yeah. I worked hard on the quiz. Some questions I made up myself. Some questions I nicked from various places. But what I forgot to do was actually check the answers were correct. So I am going to say that what I've written down here is going to be correct, and that's going to be the answer that I take. I might take bonus points if somebody corrects me and says I'm a complete moron and got it completely wrong, and it's really actually this.
It's okay. No one fact checks anymore.
Yeah, no fact checking. Well, nobody bothers anymore, do they? They've all stopped that, Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So
it's illegal.
Yeah. So I come up with 4 rounds. Some of our staples from previous years: general knowledge round of 10 questions, the numbers round, where every answer is a number, and we have to decide on whether we're going to do family fortunes or whatever you call it, Jeopardy rules this year. Round 3 is literally all on Skeleton Crew. They're the ones that I've actually made some personal effort on. And round 4 is, as always, quotes that people have said in Star Wars, not to be or not to be or anything like that. So I'm just deciding, should we do it in the order I got it here, or should we? Yeah, we'll do it in the order we got it here.
Use my knowledge, I beg you. I will quickly discover the truth of all this.
So I'll make up the points as we go along in terms of how much each question is worth and all that palaver.
Whose line is it anyway? Make up the points as you go.
Yeah, points don't matter. They do actually matter because somebody's got to win. But actually, now my Skype order is completely changed. But it's still going to be the order I wrote down. So it's still going to be Ryan, Marie, Ricky, and Ron would be the order that you get the questions.
So how's stealing going to work?
Oh no, not this again.
Oh yeah, we've got to get the chat and put can't chime in until the questions are finished or however that works. Or if the person says they can't answer it or something.
Weren't we doing the raise a hand thing?
Yes, raise hands. We do the raise hand thing like that.
Oh, but then that requires you to see it. See who's up first. It does
see.
show who's up first. But if it goes away.
It does go away.
Yeah, it goes away. So if we type in the chat, if you open your chat window up and type in, then that would stick and you'd see who popped first.
Yes, you would. Yes, you could do that, but not until I say the question goes over.
What would we write in the chat?
Anybody chirps in before I say it's open for others will automatically not get asked first.
So do we type in like a number or a letter?
I think it's just as long as you chime in, then he can see who's in.
Just type anything. Just type anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just crack on with the questions. I realise now I've done it again. I put 10 questions in each round, but there's only actually 4 people playing, so I'm going to choose 8 questions from each round. And we will start with Ryan, then Marie, then Ricky, then Ron. And don't try and buzz in your to steal until I say it is open to the next person. So I'm skipping question 1 because I'm never sure whether that's actually true or legend. So I'm not even going to do that question. And I'm going to go to question number 2 that I've got here. So first one's for you, Ryan.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. So the first appearance of the Emperor was a composite of a character's designer wife and which animal?
Which animal was he after? I remember the image, especially before the re-release.
Strange eyes and stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it was modeled after an animal.
See, I'm not 100% sure it was modeled after an animal. That's what people all said it was, but that's what we'll go for.
Okay.
I do remember it was a bit like that.
Just pass so I can tell you the answer.
Okay. I'm just going to say Aardvark.
It's not Aardvark.
Dang.
Okay, so before you type anything, anybody? I will now open it to the first person who chimes in. Ricky was there first. No, it wasn't you, Ron. Oh no, no, actually, a minute. Was that? No, Marie. No, that's beforehand, wasn't it?
That was Fran.
Yeah, so it's Ricky, then Ron, and then Marie.
He was in before. When are we able to say, I will now open it for you to chime in? So when is it open? When I will now open it, or when I will now open it for you to chime in? Then it's open.
He said open, and then he's pushed open.
All right, so I will now open. So as soon as I hear open, I can chime in.
Yes.
Yeah, type 7 first.
Well, but he said the sentence wasn't over. I will now open it for you to chime in. Period.
He tends to go on and on about it. I didn't know how long that sentence was going to be.
That's why I was waiting for it. I was being a good chap.
For future buzz-ins, I'm going to ask you guys to type a word that I will choose, so that so you can't pre-fill. Okay, anyhow, so Ricky was first to steal. What's your answer, Ricky?
They were monkey eyes.
See, that's not what I've got written down. It might be right.
Well, that's what
I was going to say.
That's what I knew it to be. What the story was, to some sense. There was some sort of composite with. What's your answer, Stephen?
Well, you'll have to argue this one. I've got chimpanzee.
Okay, so I worried. I was going to say monkey eyes, but then I'm like, but I think it's specifically chimpanzee eyes.
I would have counted. I was going to say monkey, but I'm like, that doesn't look anything like a monkey. Gosh,
no, it's a composite. The technology back in the day.
I mean,
the pre-Photoshop somehow composited the two. I think it's specific to chimpanzee.
So I'm not going to give anybody any points for that one anyway. So, okay. So next,
count, honestly, I mean,
moving on.
If we see, like I said, a giraffe or anything.
If you said a giraffe, you'd definitely get nothing. Chimps, monkeys not close enough. We do that. It could be all day.
Okay, move along then.
So we're going to go for Pacifics here. Chris Master is always correct. Okay, so question 3 on my list is for Marie. I really hope these aren't all legends and not canon and stuff. So, Marie, who was Luke Skywalker's gunner during the Battle of Hoth?
Dak.
Wow. That's close. It's very close. Do you know the surname?
Huh?
You know the surname?
Dak. Oh my goodness, I have it on the tip of my tongue, but it's escaping me.
Well, I actually got the first. Well, I think that's pretty close. It begins because you're almost there. It begins with R.
Wait! You can't give hints, brother.
I'll be kind to you too. Don't worry.
But not.
That's always right. But I, as a contestant, I give Dak a ding. That's enough.
I would also give monkey. So.
Yeah, you said we got to be specific. You got to be Pacific, and then you choose Dak.
I didn't say full name though, did I? I didn't say.
No, you just said who's his gunner, and his gunner is Dak. Luke is. Did you ask who's Luke Skywalker's gunner, or did you ask who's Luke's gunner? Because you just used first names, so Dak.
Do we have to say like Landonius Baltazar?
Landonius Baltazar.
I'm Chris Master. I'm trying to be kind to everybody, but I'm going to give that one to Marie.
But you're being kinder to Marie. That's understandable, I guess.
Wait till it's your turn, Ryan.
I did. It was my turn.
You wasn't saying.
That's understandable because I'm nice.
You didn't say anything like
I'm not.
Ryan, did you?
Rendar.
Is it Rendar or Rengar?
Oh, Dash Rendar.
I got Walter.
Rash.
Walter.
No,
Dak Walter.
What's that, the R?
R-A-T-E-R.
Oh, Dak Ralter.
What?
That's what I've got.
What?
Dak Ralter.
I have the
Ralter.
Anyway, I knew it was Dak, so I thought it was. I thought Dak was a.
I thought Dak was an acceptable answer. Is it acceptable?
Well, you got the point. It's acceptable.
Okay, yay.
Ding, ding, ding,
Okay.
ding.
Okay.
It is.
One for me and one for Marie. So
we're moving on.
So Finney still has a resting place.
We're moving on. Next question is for Ricky. Oh, and it's this would be an easy one for you. What did Jar Jar Binks end up owing Qui-Gon Jinn after being rescued during the invasion of Naboo?
Serious.
A life debt.
See, I knew you would say that You see, technically that's probably right, but I've actually got an honor debt written down. But I think he does say life debt.
He says life debt.
He says life debt.
I don't think he says it. I think Boss Nass says.
Qui-Gon says he owes me what you would call a life debt. That's what he tells Boss Nass.
I don't think Jar Jar ever says life debt. But I've never heard honor debt anywhere, or even in a book. Not that I've read a book.
But the question is, what did Jar Jar owe him? Not what did Jar Jar say he owed him.
Yeah. No, it is a life debt. Yeah, I wonder where honor debt came from.
Well, it came from the Chris page that I got this question from.
Okay.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, me neither.
As I said, I didn't fact check everything, which I meant to have done. So we're going loose here. Okay.
We'll see it's life debt, and then the first one was monkey. So.
And the second one was Doc.
No points for Ricky so far. No points for Ricky.
Next question is for Ron. It's probably an easy one, really, thinking about it. Who directed Return of the Jedi?
Marquand. Richard Marquand.
Correct.
What's his middle name?
Yeah. No.
I don't know if that's an easy one, but okay.
That was good.
I would not have had a clue.
I didn't know that. No, I wouldn't have known that either. That was good.
I probably only know it because nowadays there's so much wrangling over minutia about who's making what before it's even made or even after it's made. And we didn't know any of that in 83 or 80. We didn't know Ivan Kershner and who was making it. Was just Star Wars, and it was coming out, and it was yay, and it was. We didn't care what their background was, or what they had made before, or any of the minutia that goes in. Oh, there's so much hand wringing and wrangling that goes into it these days that it's obscene. So I use him as sort of a thing sometimes in trying to educate or just having conversations with people on the internet. It's just like we didn't care what Marquand had done before. Why do you make so much about it now? And that's probably why it's on my brain.
That's a good one then. Yeah.
Okay, next one is for Ryan. We're back again at the start. Which Ewok had an iguana as pet and advisor?
The brown one. The brown one.
The brown stripy one.
Not what
you didn't ask for a name, Mr. Specifics. You didn't ask for a name.
You didn't say what's the name of the Ewok that owns it. Yeah. Was it iguana?
Yeah, which Ewok? Yeah. Yeah, but it is a name I'm looking for here.
Oh, okay. I guess brown only specifics for me.
Brown one's not close enough. We've got the figure. I think it was on the figure, wasn't it?
Dr. Zayas. I'm going to go Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Zayas? No.
Okay. Pass then. I don't know.
Marie's chirped in earlier. I've got to get the letter first yet, Marie.
Eliminate it. Eliminate it. She's automatically removed. She jumped at the gun. You warned us. You warned us.
Wait. I'm going to offer it up to the other three now. And the letter I'm going to choose is B. Ron was first. Then Ricky. Ryan,
that's pretty cool, actually.
Ryan was third.
I just wanted to see if it worked, honestly. That's a pretty cool idea. I must admit, that's a good idea, Steven. So
I had to look for B on my keyboard because I'm on a PC.
The best idea I've got.
Because it's different on your keyboard than every other manufactured keyboard in the world.
Anyhow, so Ron was first in to steal.
I just wanted to be in first to steal. I'm going to guess Paplu.
What?
But the name of the Ewok, Paplu. No?
No, it's not what I've got written down. Ricky was next. Nicky was next with the B.
Logray.
Not got that either. So that leaves Marie is the last person who can possibly steal.
We need an advisor. He was a chief.
Can I?
Yep.
Okay. Chief Chirpa.
Correct.
Chief Chirpa was a chief.
You know, I vote to ban names because that gives an unfavorable advantage to Marie. Like anything with names, and I vote to ban numbers because that's unfavorable advantage to Ron. So we ban names and numbers.
So what does that mean?
So a quiz show without where the answers are brown ones and somewhere in the thousands or a number in the positive number.
You can name scenes. You can name, what hand is chopped off by Luke? You know. Or what about the classic question, who played Luke Skywalker? What about that one? That was a tough one.
That's too easy.
That's a name, so you can't have
That's a
that.
really easy one.
It's a name.
That's a human name, though, not a character name.
Was that legit one of the quiz
I'll still know it
sometime, I think.
Trivia Pursuit. Yeah.
Pulling the Trivia Pursuit.
Hey, it's not my fault. I collect trivia instead of Star Wars Universe cards.
Yes. That's
Unlimited.
That's the right answer. Yeah. Marie's actually been learning and not playing with cards.
Hey, Ryan can name you like every single wrestler from the 60s to now. So, that's where all that knowledge goes.
Yeah, but we're not doing a quiz on wrestling. We're doing a quiz on Star Wars, and I collect Star Wars trivia like other people collect the Star Wars Universe cards.
Unlimited.
Yeah, you had that
Whatever.
saying the first time, but yeah, you got to get it so we can cut it in.
Okay, we're moving on.
Next question.
Next question is for Marie. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
What's the first word in the Phantom Menace?
See, that's not a name or a number. That's a good
First
one.
word spoken. First word spoken.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to.
I was going to say the first word in the crawl.
No, not in the crawl. The first word spoken.
The first word spoken.
This is what I really wish I fact checked, but I'm pretty sure this is right.
I think I'm going to pass on this one.
Oh, you can say, guess a word.
I really can't. I'll pass.
All right, okay. It's a pass from Marie. So, okay, so it's open for others to guess in. You might as well just guess in and guess a word because you can't lose out here. So my random letter to chirp in is X. Okay, so Ron was in first, and then Ryan, and I suppose, well, Ricky's not actually saying he's going to have a go, but
it's when it's
you can't find X.
No, like I did it.
I keep pressing enter instead of send.
It made the happy faces float up when I pushed enter.
It did. I was wondering what that was.
Yes.
It's very nice for you all to blow me kisses. But Ron is first. So, Ron, what's your answer for the first word spoken in the Phantom Menace?
Is it look?
That's not what I've got.
No, okay.
Ryan?
Qui-Gon. I don't know, I'm just guessing.
But that's worth a guess. That's not what
It's
I've
not
got.
names.
It's a word, though.
Ricky?
This?
No, I haven't got that either.
It's the pilot's landing.
Yes, you're right. You're thinking in the right scene there.
Yeah, so, or is it Sir? Maybe it's Sir?
I thought she's like, this is Republic, whatever ship, or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I've got written down that it's Captain.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking, look, Captain, there's...
That makes sense.
Or Captain something, there's something, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a tricky one. Good question. Not tricky, but yeah, that's a good
Who's next?
trivia.
Next is Ricky. Okay, Ricky, so we have the opposite end of the spectrum here. What's the last word in the Phantom Menace that is spoken?
Peace.
I thought you might say that one, but there's one just after that, and I'm surprised you didn't pick up on that one.
Let's get all the episode 1 questions.
Who's the so?
How is it not peace? That's the end, and then the music plays.
Can't say, but the okay, so letter for this time round is for stealing is P. One's very good on the keyboard.
He's very good
on the keyboard. Very good on the keyboard.
Well, because he has an enter and I have a send button, so it's like right next to each other. Unfair advantage to keyboarders.
Okay, so Ron, what's your guess? The last word spoken or uttered, should I say, in a Phantom Menace?
Is it woohoo?
Oh, so close.
I debated on which way to go with that.
Yeah, you went the wrong way.
Yeah.
You went the wrong way. I'm gonna be generous because Ryan is next. I said I'll be generous to Ryan, so I'm gonna be generous.
It's not like Ryan. I'm gonna know what I'm saying. I'm just guessing here.
I'm gonna let you guess Ryan next. Given that I said Ron was quite close.
Is it Yahoo?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not a word.
It's Jar. You're counting Jar Jar.
Yes,
cheering
Jar Jar.
or whatever after he says it.
Which is not a word. That's a shout.
That's just it. Yeah.
It has a spelling, doesn't it?
I think it shows up on the closed caption. So it's an
interjection. It shows excitement and emotion.
But it is said.
If it was like what was the last thing uttered, not like what was the last word.
You guys are so picky.
It was.
This is why you need a Chris Master.
But yeah, I was vacillating back and forth between. Damn, is it Yahoo? Does he say Yahoo or does he say Woohoo? And yeah, Yahoo.
Man, you might as well count what the trumpet plays as a word then if you're gonna do that.
I didn't.
That's not on the closed caption.
I didn't say what's the last word.
That just says
music plays.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That might be next year's question. What's the last word in closed captioning in the Phantom Menace?
No animals were hurt in the making of this film.
Monkeys.
Exactly, yes. Okay, so that means that the last question in this round is for Ron. And because I had too many questions, I've still got 2 questions left. Question 9 and question 10. So, Ron, choose a question, 9 or 10?
10.
You know, I like the number system that you did last time where we got to pick numbers. That was kind of neat. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Right. So, okay, number 10. So this is probably the easy one. Which character in Attack of the Clones is partially named after George Lucas's son?
Jet.
Gonna have to have more than that.
Really? Dak, really?
Because it's not. He's nowhere near. He's not close enough. It's not even half of the name.
Neither is Dak, because Red Dar is like Dak twice the letters.
Dak was his first name.
It's my question. It's my question, Ryan. I was okay with Dak, but yeah, I don't think Jet. I don't think Jet is enough. And I
don't think Jet is correct.
Oh.
It's not correct. It's not correct. It's not correct. Not close enough.
So it was his son.
I'm going to open it up to everybody else, and the letter, which I'm sure people are going to burst in here. The letter to use to burst in is going to be. No, I haven't put the letter down yet. Is Z.
That's just cheating.
How did Ricky beat me? What? Hammer it. There's something wrong with my internet.
I was going to choose the letter that you hadn't put as well, anyway. Okay, so Ricky was first on the steal.
It's Zed Jocasta.
What?
Zed.
What?
His name is Zed.
Whose name is?
The kid that George Lucas's son played.
That's not what I asked.
What did you ask?
That's what I heard.
I said, which character in Attack of the Clones is partially named after George Lucas's son?
And that's
not who the George Lucas's son played.
Oh, right.
The name came from.
Oh, I know that one.
Well, you've said something different now.
Well, I know, but I know the answer to that question.
Well, he asked it and you didn't answer it, so next.
I got that.
You can't just answer a random question.
You weren't answering the question that was asked.
Yeah,
exactly.
So goes to Marie.
Okay, when you guys all get it wrong, then I'll say the answer.
I'm going to pass it to Marie, who's next in this. Because,
it's Dexter Jetster.
Correct.
Oh. Right. Wow, I don't think I knew that. Jet is the son's real name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Lucas, and then Dexter
Lucas,
Jetster is the one that was the one that was named after him.
I don't think I ever heard that one before as a piece of trivia. That Dexter Jetster was.
That's weird. He chose a old grizzled mustachioed, diner owner, right?
It was probably that. But then
what does he think about his kid?
But yeah, he's famous for just sort of picking names out and rearranging and using them. So what was his son's name, character's name, Ricky?
Zed Jocasta?
I don't think it's Jocasta. Zed?
Because that's Jocasta New as a librarian, so it'd be weird that they'd have the same
name.
Might
be pronouncing it weird.
Yeah,
I know it's similar to the librarian. I know Jocasta New, but I think it's spelled.
But then how about George Lucas's character?
Yeah, besides, that was... Oh, yeah.
Papa,
that might be a quiz question.
I know that one too.
Well, yeah, we'll hold off on that. Anyway,
it's not in the quiz. It's not in the
quiz. Very good quiz question that informs us all that, because I don't think I've ever heard Dexter Jetster had ties to Lucas's son.
I'd be upset. No wonder he made him like a Jedi Padawan, because it's like, really, Dad? Like, what is this guy, man? Like, this is who you're. This reminds me of you, son.
Well, that was
like,
Attack. Yeah, right. That was Attack of the Clones, and then he gets a role in Revenge of the Sith.
In his own acting.
He's like, fine.
So, yeah.
I'll make you Padawan.
I'll make you a Padawan, and then I'll have you killed.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to say?
Get a worthy death.
You killed me.
Well, he told his daughter, "I'll bring NSYNC on set so that you can meet them," and then he cut them from the film.
Calm down.
He kept his word. Brought him on set.
Okay, so we finished round 1. And the scores so far, I can say that in second place is everybody. So Ryan, Ricky, and Ron have got 1 point. But in a lead at the moment is Marie with 3 points.
Jeez.
Keyword is at the moment.
It is at the moment. We have got 2 more rounds to go, or until we run out of time.
Are we doing Are we doing an acolyte one, or is it?
No, I didn't do Acolyte, I'm afraid. Next one is the numbers round.
Dang it!
11:38.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to work out here which ones I'm going to do, because I've done 10 questions again, and that wouldn't work out fair.
Just have us choose a number.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, I did it last time.
You just cross off the number.
Yeah. Okay. So I have done 10 questions in this round, so you can choose a number and you'll get the question I come up with. And remember, the answer is always a number, and a whole number, not like 62.541 whatever. Okay, so Ryan is first. So pick a question between 1 and 10.
3.
Oh, okay. All right, well, this is one that I wish I fact-checked, but I'm going to give the answer's going to be closest to the answer I've got anyway. Okay.
Wait. We have to decide that, too.
Everybody's got a guess anyway, haven't they? Why are we picking questions when everybody's got a guess a number anyway?
What do you mean? Because we're not putting it up to you to skip question 1 or skip question 10, so... I just picked number 3.
What
do you mean?
It does make it a little bit more fair, because you might be picking ones subconsciously based on who you're asking.
Like you gave Ricky the Phantom Menace questions.
Yeah, asking Ricky a Jar Jar question.
Okay,
and then being technical about it.
So everybody has to think
just look at the tattoos. Just look at the tattoos on the top.
That's cheating. Everyone has to think of the answer. But obviously, as Ryan guessed it, I'll take Ryan's number first. And then it's closest to the answer wins. We're not doing Jeopardy rules. I'm the quiz master. It's closest to the answer wins the point.
Okay. So we're still going around the table, but it's just you'll collect everyone's number and the closest wins.
Correct.
Okay, I got you. So there's no rings in this time.
What does Jeopardy have to do with it?
I think he means The Price is Right.
Well, he definitely means The Price is Right rules, because I always lobby for The Price is Right.
Yeah, Jeopardy rule
Put your
is
number in the form of a question.
Yes, exactly.
Jeez, we'll try that sometime. That'll be entertaining. Is all right. Ask the question.
I might do that next year. I'll do a. This is the answer. What is the question one? That could be quite fun, couldn't it? Okay. So this is the question for everybody to guess the answer for.
You have the calculator ready, right? So this is going to work.
Actually, I might need to get my phone here, because it might be a bit of a calculation to work out who's closest. Okay, so in A New Hope, what was Han's price for transport from Tatooine to Alderaan?
Okay.
This is not the haggled price. I think this is the original price that he quotes. So, Brian,
who's this? Okay, I start. Okay. I remember on the previous episode we argued about this a lot. So it's not the haggled price. Well, it's not the haggled price, so that's what throws me off because we argued about the haggled.
I think it's the haggled price. I need to Google to know if it isn't or not. Is or not.
Okay. Let's just say, okay, if it's not the haggled price, I'm going to say 10,000 credits, and then no need for a reply. We'll just go around the table.
Okay, Marie.
15,000.
15,000. Okay, Ricky.
I'll just say 12,000.
12,000. And Ron.
15,000.
15.
15,001. No, 14,999.
14,999.
Yes, that's my final answer.
Okay.
I'd go the other way.
You'd wish you didn't do that.
Yeah, I guess the other way.
Because the answer I have written down is
16,000. That's the haggled price.
That's the
haggled price.
You stepped on it, Ryan. What did you say? 17? Yeah, because Han says 17. That'll really save my.
It saves my neck.
He says either 10 or 15, and Ben comes back and says, "Well, we can give you
2,000 now plus another 15 when we reach out for Alderaan."
Yeah, so I kind of thought the answer was 10.
That's why I went low because he said the non-haggled price.
That's why I went 12.
Definitely not 17. Han says 12.
No, I did. To be fair, I did say I'm not sure if it's the haggled price or not.
Okay.
17's the haggled price.
That's your job.
I'm going to look it up.
I did tell you I didn't fact check any of this. I did warn you beforehand.
Here's all the questions off the top of my head.
Anyhow, Marie gets that point. Just have to be lucky. Marie's been lucky so far. Okay, so
I can't believe it went low. Who goes low? Like, what the heck?
Well, I thought the answer was 15.
You did.
And the answer is 15, and she already had it, so I wasn't, or unless he was going to split points, I guess. I don't know how that was going to work.
Well, you done 15,001, you would have had it.
Well, yeah, if you're going with the incorrect answer of 17, but
no,
yeah.
It's the correct answer for my quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 10.
I told you.
Yeah.
That's the original price. He's like, I'll do it for 10. And then he's like, well, how about we do, like you said, then now, 2 now, and 15 later.
Yeah, because they weren't going to have the whole enough to do it, but once he landed, dude's going to be able to pay him or get more to him.
I might have to Google some of my answers and stuff, some questions before we go. And anyhow, but some of these I didn't fact check. I didn't fact check.
Well, does the point go to me or not? That's the thing.
Yeah, you got the point. You got the point.
Yes.
Because it's what answer I've got written down. I said at the start. What answer I've got written down gets the point.
But who said 10?
Ryan.
I did.
Yeah, Ryan did.
Should I give Ryan a point as well?
I don't know about it as well, but we think 10 is the right answer.
You were technical with me with not the last word in the Phantom Menace, and now you're completely changing the question.
Well, no, not really. I'm just trying to think here now.
I can't. I'm looking at the scene in the movie.
No,
and
I haven't changed the question, have I? The question is right. It's just
the
the answer's wrong.
The answer's wrong.
Because now I'm starting to doubt whether my answer was right or not. Now I'm starting to double check myself.
Well, I think it's 10.
It is 10.
I'm pretty
just look.
Give the point to Ryan because I'm pretty sure it's 10.
I do say what's 15,000, but I say what's Han's price, don't I? So that is the price that he asked for, rather than the negotiated price.
Well, Ricky proves that he's cheating, but yeah, he's got a screenshot of it.
Oh yeah,
that was Ryan.
It works.
Ryan's
proven that he's cheating, but he's got a screenshot.
No, because you wanted proof. You wanted proof, so I looked it up.
Yeah, so you guys are sitting there with computers ready to look up the answers to his questions.
Calm down, everybody. Calm down.
I got every question wrong. Apparently, I'm terrible at looking things up.
Apparently, you're just terrible, Ryan.
I am. I tell you that every year. I'm last place.
I'm going to rescind Murray's point and give it to Ryan because
do that.
Although I've got the wrong answer, the question.
Thanks for the pity, Marie.
The question is actually Correct.
It's not pity. You got it right.
You know what? I don't want the point. Give it to Marie if she's gonna pity me. Please don't take my points. I need my points, please.
Give Marie the point, and then give me the one for the Phantom Menace question.
I pity the fool.
Okay. I'll take the point, and we'll move on.
Okay, Marie's next. Choose a number between 1 and 10, but obviously not number 3.
Vote of no confidence.
Marie?
I'll take 6.
6. Oh
yes.
Gosh, here we go. I have actually got the right answer for this one. I took it off a Star Wars video from Disney, so this is correct. Okay. Question 6. On a Star Wars Kids video, you remember they used to count the number of things that has done or happened in movies? So in this one, they counted the number of yeses and nos in all the main movies. That's all the 9 movies, the Skywalker saga. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that the number of times, what should I go for? The number of times no was said in all those 9 movies was 647 times.
What?
But how many times was yes said?
This is a great question. This is the type of quiz questions that I need in life. This is a perfect setup, Stephen. I just want to say well done.
So, I don't want to make Star Wars Kids you can thank. Okay, so, Marie, let's have a number. So, no was said 647 times, but how many times was yes said in the 9 Star Wars Skywalker saga movies? I presume this was said with a human voice, so it might be the droids and stuff, who knows.
Well, the droids do have a voice, so...
That is true, but I don't know about going back through it. No, they counted droids in different languages.
I think he means like R2. I think he means like beeps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jar Jar shouting.
Yes.
No, this really is a stab in the dark one.
No, it's a number. He wants a number.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. So I'm trying to think of how many times I heard the word yes in.
We haven't got time for
Star
that.
Wars.
You'd be all day.
Okay, fine. Then I'll say. You said it was
647 for no.
647. So I'm going to say 675. I don't know.
This is why I love it. It's so random.
This was all 9 movies?
All 9 movies.
Okay. I would have been shocked there was that many no's, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Did it count the no?
Yeah, they're counting those.
You've got to remember, and you've got Palpatine go, no, and all this kind of stuff. Ricky.
I wish they had counted the number of times they said, do it.
Do it. Yeah. Ricky.
I'm going to say 150.
150. He says as he quickly looks up the Star Wars Chris videos. No, again. Ron.
421.
421.
Dang it.
And Ryan.
You know, as the person last going, I was really hoping to pick something in the middle, but Ron really messed it up by picking one smack dab in the middle. So he said 451.
421. TK421.
Oh, you went 421. I honestly just can't believe there's that many yeses. So I'm just gonna go, and just to be a little bit higher than Ricky, I guess I'll go 419.
419. So a little bit higher than Ricky is 419. And Ricky said 150.
Well, this is where Price is Right rules. Yeah, it helps you come in and snake somebody's answer.
I just feel like there's no way it's more than 100. I just feel like there's no way it's more than 150. No way. I should have said 140. I should have said 149.
Yes. Can anyone even think no? We got Luke's
just
no.
Yes, my master.
Hang on a minute. So
Yes,
I'm going to say 149. I'm going to say 149.
You've already given an answer. You said 419. I can't change it now, I'm afraid. You already given an answer.
Okay,
it doesn't make any difference, Ryan, to who wins, by the way. So.
Okay, good. Next.
Yeah. So the number of times that yes was said in the 9 movies is 196 times, which means I don't have to get my calculator out. And Ricky
to 674 no's.
Yes. So
wow. All the no's.
Right?
When you think about it in life, you do kind of say no, not more than yes, don't you?
It's like 70 no's a movie, man.
That's a positively Star Wars Senate. That's making Star Wars out to be awful negative because there's a lot of no's.
He's like, can I go to the Academy? No.
I'm gonna have to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna. That gives an excuse to rewatch them or something fun the next time I rewatch.
If you go on
TNT
YouTube
or something,
go on YouTube and or just Google Star Wars Kids and sort of number videos of them. For some reason,
I've actually watched that video before.
They've created a montage of all the no's.
Yes.
No. Oh wow, geez, really? That is some editing fun there.
Yeah, those are fun episodes. Those are fun. They do like every time like Kaz falls, and then every time like a droid pops up or something. They have like tons of videos. Like they're funny.
Some serious editing.
It's on the Star Wars Kids YouTube channel.
There used to be a lot more, but for some reason there's only about 8 videos now on.
Oh, they took them down.
They took them down. I don't know why, because.
Well, okay, so what do you guys think? What's a no in A New Hope?
I have no idea.
That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to go through the scenes of no. It's not an iconic phrase. It's not do it. It's not anything. But I'm just trying to think where somebody says
I'm
no.
your father.
That's Empire Strikes Back.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Where's there no?
And I don't think he says no. No, I'm your father. He says Luke, I'm your. Or no, he says. What does he say? What's the thing everybody gets? That's what everybody gets wrong. He doesn't say Luke.
I am your father.
Yeah, it's no, I am your father. But how about in A New Hope? Where's a no?
Does it count when he says I love you? I know. Is it a different no?
It's a different no.
It's a different no.
No, you can't go to Tashi Station. No.
Leia says no when she.
Leia says no when
down Tatooine, and he says Alderaan, and she goes no, this one. And that kind of stuff, doesn't she?
Okay, winner. Thank you. I just needed one. I couldn't think of a no out of A New Hope to save my life. Yeah. She says, no, Alderaan's a peaceful planet.
We have no weapons.
Oh, and he's like, Luke is like, they might have followed me back home. He's like, oh no, and then he runs off.
That's right. Yes, yeah, that's true.
That's like, maybe I'm bad at math, but that's like a no every like 30 seconds, man. Like there's 1,200. It's 20 hours.
You're bad at math. Yeah, stop.
Well, no, it's 20 hours.
Remember the part with Rey
20
when
hours
she's trying to get Finn to grab the tool, and she's like, no.
Yes, yeah.
But still, 20 hours and 60 minutes, that's 1,200 minutes of
and then
footage.
You have the droid being punished and Jedi going, no.
Yeah, that's true.
There are a lot of no's.
That's a no every 2 minutes. So... Because you have 647 and then 1,200 minutes, so automatically, if you just round it, that's like a no every 2 minutes, man.
If you translate all the Ewok talk, it's just them saying no over and over again.
Regardless, that was a good question. I like randomness questions like that.
So there's a few more in here, but it depends on people guess them or not. Okay, so the next one to pick the number is Ricky. So any number between 1 and 10, but not 3 and 6.
Let's do 1.
Yeah. Which one do you want to pick?
Number 1. Yeah. Which one?
It's the loneliest number.
Number 1. Okay. Well, this is one that I actually did, and I got this number.
Okay. Can I switch it
by looking at the Disney app and counting? So the question is, what is the total runtime of all episodes of Skeleton Crew? Now, as I said, nice. I used this by looking at the Disney app, so it is including credits.
And all that, yeah.
I don't even know how many episodes there are.
So it's a runtime for each episode that's listed on the Disney app. I added them all together, and it gave me the total number of minutes. That's actually more than I thought. So there are 8 episodes, weren't there? So think of a number for an episode, and then times it by 8, and have a guess, basically. So Ricky, you ought to go first.
450.
Wait, we doing minutes or hours and minutes?
This is minutes.
Oh shoot, I gotta do it differently in my
minutes. Head. Then. I have to recalculate it if we're going to do different. I've got it in minutes.
Minutes works.
Yeah. Does this include the credits?
How about seconds?
Yeah, it's the runtime according to Disney app, so that is credits and all.
So
Ron,
what do you say?
450.
It's 421.
421. That's what you said last time. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
There's a theme.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Oh, it cut out. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It was 4. Yeah, exactly. 421 and what?
450.
450 was Ricky. 421 was Ron.
Okay. I'm going to say 300.
300 for Ryan. And Murray.
425.
What? You guys are really lumped together. Dang, what am I missing here?
We're all times by 10.
Well, I'm pleased to say I don't have to get my calculator out again because it's pretty obvious who's won it. So the total runtime of all episodes of Skeleton Crew, as counted by me on the Disney app, is 310 minutes.
What?
Oh.
Ryan.
Each episode's only like 35 minutes. Like, what are you guys doing with the math? Like, I was like, wait a minute, why are you guys so high?
I was figuring in like when they show
They
like,
were. I was
the credits
thinking of,
and then
like,
it's in the other languages and all that. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking of. I think I was thinking of Acolyte because Acolyte had long episodes.
Yeah, they had 20-minute episodes and 40-minute episodes. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's about 7 minutes of credits in each Skeleton Crew sort of thing as well.
You just took the number
credits.
off the screen, though.
I just took the numbers on the app. Yeah.
All right. I was like, why is everyone so high on it? Okay.
Okay, right. So who's next? It is Ron to guess a number between 1 and 10, but not 1, 6, and 3.
7.
7. Ah, and you've guessed you've gone for the other Star Wars Kids video question. So,
glad I still have that window open.
It's all about how many times the Force is said. But
is it daily double?
But not in all the films. They've got a breakdown of it. So I can tell you that because they didn't just do the Skywalker saga, they also did Rogue One, annoyingly, and I couldn't be bothered to work it all out. So,
oh boy, you include Rogue One, changes a lot.
They include Rogue One. So, out of the hang on a minute, let me just get this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they missing a film here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 10.
7,
well, you
8,
got to think Rogue
9.
One came out. Episode 9 wasn't out yet. So.
I'm just working out here. Okay, so right, I'm just working out the graphic. This graphic was done before Rise of Skywalker, so that's not an answer for this.
Yeah.
So ignore.
Okay, well, good. That's really going to change my answer then, because I'm going to subtract out all the forces that are in Rise of Skywalker that I know.
So what I'm going to they've got a pie chart here on how many times the Force is said in Star Wars movies, but there's no Rise of Skywalker. What I was going to say is that in Rogue One, it's said 46 times.
Yeah.
But that is the most of any of the films. But what I'm going to ask you for is the film which had the lowest number of times that the Force is said, and that was Attack of the Clones.
Oh.
So how many times was the Force said in Attack of the Clones?
This is great. I love this.
So, Ron, you're first. Remembering what I've said, that 46 was the most times said by a country mile, and that was in Rogue One. Whereas Attack of the Clones had the lowest number of times that the Force is said. So how many times is the Force said in Attack of the Clones?
Man, I vacillate between 11 or 38. I'm going to pick...
You're not going to do 421?
30. No, because there's only 46 times in the other one.
You can't break the streak, Ron.
So, yeah. I was going to when it was going to be the whole collection of movies. But it's what's the total in the lowest film, which is the Attack of the Clones, and I'm going to go with 38 is my answer.
38. So I'm just getting a bit confused about what order we've done things in here. But
we'll let you know if you get out of order.
Will we? I have no idea what the order is. Like it's just okay.
I'm just trying to work out who did the questions in what order. This doesn't work out right. I know because Marie got it wrong. And then it was, but I think we've got the orders gone a little bit straight, but you've only ever, well, it doesn't matter because anybody's only asked once. Yes. Anyway, okay. 38. is what Ron's gone for. Okay, so Ryan.
I'm gonna say 4.
4. Okay. Murray.
25.
25. And Ricky, is our favourite film? You should be close on this one.
11.
11. Well, I don't quite have to get my calculator out, but I do.
Do you guys not? I could tell right away that I won just by the noise that he made. Do you guys not listen to audio cues? Right?
Yes.
Like, am I crazy?
Yeah, you were right. You were the closest until Ricky gave his answer.
No.
Yeah. So
that had to be close.
It was close. The number of times that the Force is said in Attack of the Clones is 9.
8.
That
seems like a lot.
I did vacillate between, and I thought 38 was too close to 46 that I should have went with 11. Curses.
And I only picked 11 because you picked 38.
Yeah.
And I picked 25 because you guys picked 11 and 38, and that's.
I was gonna pick 25. That was gonna be my number. I was trying to go low because I knew it wasn't too much. So I was trying to go back in my head, like,
yeah, 38. When he said it's low, that was the lowest, and the high was 46. I kind of did realize 38 was like, well, that's not
too high. Yeah.
We've got to try and move along, speed up, folks. We're not going to get 4 rounds in, but we're going to try and get 3 rounds in. Okay, so the order is all mixed up, but I am referring back to my Skype order written down here. So Ryan goes next. Choose a number between 1 and 10, but not 3, 6, 7, or 1.
I'll just go 2 to kind of level it out for you.
Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, I hope I got this one right. I think I got this from a Chris question, so I haven't actually added it
I'll
up
take
myself.
things I've never heard Alex Trebek say for 200.
Yeah. So this is the total length of John Williams' Star Wars A New Hope score. I don't know.
And I thought that was going to take a really weird turn.
I don't know if this is the special edition or not.
Oh my god!
So we're on a limb to nowhere here now. So I got this straight from a Chris question that somebody else had written. So it's the total length of John Williams' Star Wars A New Hope score. I don't know if it's the original or the special edition or what.
Okay. This is just minutes then?
Or if they went off the record.
Number of minutes, the total length.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're first, Ryan. You're first.
39.
What?
Really? Okay. I don't listen to many scores, but even I would have gone a bit higher than that. Okay. Marie.
I was just doing one higher than 38, all right? I have no idea. Thanks for giving everyone a hint, but all right, that's cool.
No, all I said was I would have gone for more. I don't know. That might not be right.
Holding the answer.
Marie.
Trust me. Well, hold on. In Steven's defense, Ryan, no one, and I mean no one, was going to go lower than 38 minutes for John Williams' composite length of
So
Star
by the
Wars
time Luke meets Han, there's no more music in the movie.
I want to pay 10 or 15 pounds for an album.
After the Cantina Band plays, it's just done. There's no more music.
I own the record. There's no way that record is longer than 38 minutes.
The score, not the soundtrack.
It's all the movies, though, wasn't it? It wasn't just one movie. It was all the movies.
No, A New Hope. It's A New Hope.
Only
A New Hope. Okay. I'm gonna say 91 minutes.
91 for Marie. Ricky.
I'm going to say 95 minutes. Actually, no. I'm going to say 100 minutes.
You already said it.
Okay.
But take your first answer. What's you going to say?
100.
I won't worry about it. Ron?
Is that your final answer?
It doesn't matter. He said 95. Ron? Oh, he's thinking about it.
It means it's less than Marie's then.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what everybody said.
I heard your keyboard.
So 88 minutes.
The movie's longer than that.
God damn it.
You think every moment is music?
Yes.
It's not a musical, dude.
I thought he was talking the soundtrack. Anyway, what's the
credits and everything?
I probably should keep quiet when you're giving your answers, really, shouldn't I?
Yes.
You do. Okay. You're like, ooh.
I'm just trying to be. I should be trying to be neutral for now. And so whatever you say, I'm going to go. Like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, Ryan, but I would not have paid money for an album that lasts 39 minutes. That was only my sort of comment. Okay, so the total length that John Williams' Star Wars: A New Hope score is, according to the random question I found on the internet, is 2 plump ladies, 88 minutes. Which is exactly the answer that Ron gave.
Oh, wow.
Absolute total
Ron
guess.
gets the point.
Because I was trying to do 11:38 and figure out 60s into that, but then no, that doesn't work because it's like a bunch of 11:38 was going to be an insane amount of time. So I ended up just guessing and thinking of a record album.
No, was it going for the album length or was it going for the actual score in the movie? That's what I was confused on.
The soundtrack. And the soundtrack to me is
the
score.
Soundtrack. Yeah.
No, he does say the soundtrack. He just read the question again. He says soundtrack, and yeah, that to me is the
score.
Well, I did say score, but that score I meant soundtrack.
The score is like when you're watching the film, how much music is played during the film. The soundtrack is just those pieces of music on record. So it's different.
I'm pretty sure they meant soundtrack when they wrote the question, not the score in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, because like you hear parts of, and it's worthy of getting the album or however you get it in these days or whatever. But to listen to the whole song, the whole Force theme, all of Luke and Leia's theme, all of the fanfare, because he composed.
Well, they're not very long, and he repeats them throughout the movie, so that's why the score for the movie would be longer than the album.
But what
it would sound
the creative process and what we hear in the movie versus what he totally, he composes a complete orchestral song, beginning, middle, end. It's not just those little hits that we all hear and know. Whatever, he composes beautiful songs. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm not saying anything nobody already knows, but the man's a flippin' genius from a composing standpoint to put an orchestra together in the way that he does and creates that Oxygen of Star Wars type of thing, whatever. Just to hear the full songs from beginning to end as a piece of classical music, orchestra music, that just elevates it even more to what he does in terms of the sheer talent that is in a human being to create such things, or whatever. But yeah, that's what I was going with. It was what I thought that album length was.
That's what I was going with.
I own the original 1977 record, which I have in my hand right now. Each side to the record is give or take a minute, 17 minutes. So for you to say I wouldn't listen to a record that's 38 minutes is full of junk, because records are only 35 minutes. I don't know if you own any records, but they are not long. I can't even vacuum the house in the time it takes one side of a record.
You didn't say album, you said score.
This is the score. Nope, original soundtrack composed and conducted by John Williams. Every minute of this thing.
That's really abridged. The 1977 is really abridged because I have the cassette tape of it. The cassette tape is barely an hour of music.
Well, that's because that's all the medium could hold.
Exactly.
And that's interesting because that is an interesting quiz question, because that's what we all had. That's what we all had to go on, would have been an album in terms of the length of what he created, versus later in life when we get CDs or digital, or we get the full unabridged versions of songs and things that'll fit on a medium that doesn't have a constraint, that now all of a sudden it's up to a full 88 minutes. So that's an interesting quiz question of sorts, so to speak, because of
so pernicative.
I'm not arguing. It's just like, don't say a record's longer than 30 minutes. You're crazy. Yeah. I would never buy it. That's how long records are, man.
The score comprises a number of orchestral, instrumental, or choral pieces called cues that are timed to begin and end at specific points during the film. It is not the soundtrack.
Okay.
Regardless, he nailed it straight on, so that was a good guess.
Yeah, very good guess.
That was a very good guess, Ron.
Yeah. I'm not going to give bonus points, but really, if there was bonus points, that would be deserving of a bonus point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when you said it, he was like, "Dang, that was great!" Like, just give it away.
It was a monkey. A monkey's eyes.
Yeah.
I'm still hung up on that question.
Okay, here we go. Marie, next to choose a number between 1 and 10, but not 1, 2, 3, 6, or 7.
I'll go with 5.
You go with 5. This is going to be another contentious one, I know. But it's going to be what I've got written down here.
You've written a 5-hour quiz.
So, also, again, in A New Hope, the original release, it did say this in the question, so I've written it down. What is the total screen time that Darth Vader appears in the A New Hope, the original release, in minutes? I've not got any seconds here. So total time that Darth Vader spends on screen in A New Hope, the original release, in minutes.
In minutes?
In minutes.
I'm going to say like 15.
Okay. Ricky.
8 minutes, 30 seconds.
No, we only do 8 minutes.
I'm doing in minutes.
Unless you want me to round it up to 9.
I'll stick with 8.
Okay. Ron?
There's not much Vader. 11.
Ron really takes these things seriously. Ryan?
16.
Yeah. See, I wanted to go 17.
Thought you could do 4, 2, 1 again.
Well, thankfully I don't have to get my calculator again on this one because it's pretty obvious who's won. So the total time that I've got written down that Darth Vader appears on screen in A New Hope, the original release, is 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
Which means Ron wins again.
Oh, okay. So we are doing Price is Right rules. Closest without going over.
I said that at the start. It's doing closest.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can go over.
But you said Jeopardy rules, so.
No, yeah, I got confused with my quizzes. But
didn't somebody guess? What was the answer again?
12.
Didn't somebody guess 13?
I said 15.
Oh, okay.
15.
I would have assumed it was more than that, honestly. That's why I went a little higher. Okay.
I know we were on for very long, but I don't know what I would have guessed because I know people gone about that how he got so much. Everybody remembered him, yet he was hardly on screen overall.
Yeah, he wasn't on screen hardly at all.
For a 120-minute movie, right? He's on there for a very small percentage or whatever, and it's just. But it's a very powerful 13 minutes. He steals the scenes when he is on, type of thing. That's a good question.
Okay, so Ricky. Any number between 1 and 10,
9.
but not 1, 2. All right, okay, just go for it then.
Steal his thunder. He's got one little shining moment.
This is where it could start getting contentious because this is a question with a number that I added up myself by watching a movie and counting. So, in Return of the Jedi. You're going to need a bit of paper in front of you because you're going to have to do some adding up. So I want you to add up the following and come up with a number for me. So we've got the number of stormtroopers that accompany Luke and the Imperial officer when Luke turns himself in on Andor to Vader. So you want the number of stormtroopers that accompany Luke and the Imperial officer when Luke turns himself in on Andor to Vader. So you write that number down.
And he's definitely saying Endor.
I knew I'd do that. Endor.
He's trying to throw me off by saying Andor.
Yeah, Endor. On Endor.
He knows it's a trigger word for me.
So Luke hands himself in as an Imperial officer with him, but I want the number of stormtroopers that were with them when he turns himself in. Okay.
Stormtroopers and Imperial officer, or just the number of stormtroopers?
Just the troopers. Just the troopers.
4.
Right, and also the next number you have to come up with is the number of stormtroopers.
What kind of question is that?
Wait,
it's one that's not finished yet.
The number of stormtroopers who Vader had escort Luke into the elevator after that meeting. So they get off the elevator. Luke chats to Vader by himself, and then Vader sends him up in the elevator. with a certain number of stormtroopers.
Why doesn't he go with him? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know that either, but it's
And then the next scene, they both arrive in that room with the Emperor.
Okay, so that's the second number to write down, and then the third number.
Oh my gosh!
Right, is still in Return of the Jedi. What is the number of stormtroopers or bike troopers, you might want to call them technically, who are guarding the secret entrance to the bunker when Han, Leia, and the team arrive?
So how many numbers do we need?
So there's 3 numbers. So you want so there's 3 numbers. You add them all together, you get a number, and that's
8.
the number I'm going to ask you for.
8.
So we want the number of stormtroopers that accompany Luke and the Imperial officer when Luke turns himself in to Vader. The number of stormtroopers who Vader has escort Luke into the elevator and off to see the Emperor, of course. And then the number of stormtroopers who are guarding the secret entrance to the bunker when Han, Leia, and the team arrive.
Okay, I got it now.
You add those 3 numbers together, you get another number, and that's the number I want.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so who asked that number? That's Ricky, wasn't it? So Ricky, you go first.
I said 8 like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, I haven't finished going back over it. Okay, Ron.
7.
Ryan.
I'll go 10.
10. And Marie.
6.
6. Interesting.
I hope this creates I hope this creates a problem.
This probably will create a problem.
It was like a.
That's what I couldn't figure out what the giggle was for, but yeah, you're just trying to stir.
Because if it's 9, right. It's going to create a problem.
Right.
This does create a problem. I think I'm going to be giving out 2 points. Okay, so
this is why The Price is Right has been around for a very long time.
Right. I did say closest to the answer, so that means we've got 2 winners. So the number of stormtroopers that accompany Luke and the Imperial officer when Luke turns himself into Vader was 3. The number of stormtroopers who Vader had escort Luke into the elevator was 2. And the number of stormtroopers who were guarding the secret entrance to the bunker when Han, Leia, and the team arrived was 4.
Okay.
So that does create the answer of 9, which means that we got 1 person over 9, which was Ryan, and 1 person under 9, which was Ricky with 8. So
Just reminding you, it was my question.
It was your question, but I haven't got rules.
Why does that matter?
So I'm going to give.
Well, I do like that yeah, it was his question, and he gets the answer first. So if it's a tie, their answer would be the closest.
Yeah, but I didn't said that beforehand, so all I said was the closest to the answer gets the points.
You have 2 extra questions. You have 2 extra questions, so just ask a tiebreaker question.
We're never going to get time to do all them.
Wait, but
you have 2 extra questions. Just ask
9,
1.
though? Isn't it over?
Sorry?
So that wouldn't count, right?
It's not Price is Right rules. It's closest. We are both the closest. We are tied.
We haven't got time.
It hasn't. It's never been that.
We haven't got time for a tiebreaker because we've got to get the next round in a minute. So I'm giving you both a point, and that's that. So, Ron, last person to choose a number between 1 and 10, but not a number of them. Well, not 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 5, or 9.
I forgot already.
That basically needs
8,
10, 4, and 8.
Yeah,
that was easier.
8. You're going for 8. Here we go. Here we go. This is about Rogue One, and I did actually watch this to try and get the number, but it's not. You don't have to add anything up. It's just 1 number here. Okay.
1.
So, yep. So, how many X-wings, including the Blue Leader, and a single U-ring, made it through the opening before the shield gate control was closed to Scarif? So there was a number who tried to get through the shield gate before it closed and failed, but there were some that did get through it.
That's a tricky
there was a
question.
single U-ring, the blue. There's a single U-ring and the X-rings, which included Blue Leader. So how many ships got through? in total, actually. I'm just trying to read on this question. It's X-Wings and a single U-Wing got through. So I'm only asking how many X-Wings got through, not how many ships in total. So it's one less, technically. And I did count this by watching the screen. I can tell you that 7 failed. Are you interested?
Man.
You might argue on this one as well, but I said how many X-Wings made it through.
Yeah, my answer is 11.
Okay. Ryan?
6.
Marie?
7.
Ricky?
5.
Do it. I knew it, you jerks.
I wanted 17. That felt
Good
high.
Lord. That's a whole squadron.
Yeah,
well,
I don't think
it's because in the movie they only show a certain amount, but then later on there's like tons of X-Wings flying around.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing.
11 seems small, and 17 seems high, which is silly. But yeah, so I'll be curious to hear what the answer is.
And 7 slammed into it.
I wonder how I managed to get this number. I'm sure I watched it. I remember watching it and counting. I just don't remember how I got the number. Anyhow, there's only one winner who was actually closest, and I'm afraid to say that was once again Ron.
Afraid to say.
What?
The answer I've got is 12.
Wow. I honestly thought I went high.
7 X-Wings attempted to get through as well with the rest of their squadron, but then they made it. 1 was shot down, 2 crashed into the shield, 1 collided with the gate station, and the other 3 pulled up and rejoined the space battle.
Oh, that's a good way to count rather than just the one scene that they fly through. It's a good way to count how many crash or whatever.
So Ron steals a point on that one, which brings us to the end of round 2. So let me just tally up the points.
I don't know that I stole it. It was my question.
Oh, right, okay.
I earned it legitimately.
So
he earned it fair and square.
Yeah, and the first one. That's impressive.
So, in round 2, Marie got no points. Ricky got 2, and Ron and Ryan got 3, which means the run in total at the moment is 4, 3, 3, 4.
4, 4, 3.
4, 3, 3, 4, basically. So Ryan's got 4 points, Marie's got 3 points, Ricky's got 3 points, and Ron's got 4 points.
See how even a quiz can be when it's not based off memory.
Well, I should have 5.
Guessing. Sorry, it's an ape, not a monkey. To assume any different, Ricky, is racist. So
it's not a giraffe.
Well, the Google machine is a chimpanzee a monkey? No, a chimpanzee is not a monkey.
That was written by AI.
It's considered a great ape.
Yep.
It was written
Can
by
we
AI.
confirm it actually was a chimpanzee?
Well, I'm saying it was.
See, I like questions that are totally random. So that just based off scene. And this was a great round. So that was a very good round, Stephen. I just want to say good job.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, none of the other 2 rounds are random.
Gosh dang it.
So we've got the Skeleton Crew. Well, actually, we could do the Skeleton Crew round for the Skeleton Crew Senate episode, couldn't we? But they might take up too much time.
Oh, that's a good idea. All Skeleton Crew Senate.
Yeah. Although by recapping some of the episodes, you might actually remember some of the answers to the questions. The other round I got is quotes.
It was too cool.
I think we do quotes because I think we get through that quicker than we can you arguing over where I got things right from.
Oh, so we can argue about semantics on wording. That's gonna be fun.
Well, apparently, Yahoo is a word. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It has a spelling, does it not?
Can you do that in Scrabble?
There's a whole website based after it. It has a search engine.
Well, now it's a noun.
Okay. So, these quotes I got from various Star Wars films and TV series. So it's not all films this time round. So I've got 10 of them. So you're going to guess a number, and I'm going to give you the quote, and you're going to tell me who said it. Or hopefully, I've not chosen a quote that more than one person said some point. So, Ryan to go first. Everything to play for, because there's nothing between you two. You got snap a piece of paper between it. So, Ryan.
So this is the answers are all who said it, right? Not
Who
what they said.
said it? Yes. Who said this quote?
Okay.
Choose a number between 1 and 10.
6.
6. Okay, so Ryan, who said they all hate you, Mando, because you're a legend?
Oh no. Okay. Wait, they all hate you, Mando. You're a legend?
Because you're a legend.
Oh. I remember that too. I can't remember who it was. You're a legend. I'm just gonna say Grief Karga. I don't know. Grief Karga.
Grief Karga is correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That was my answer.
Like they all
That was my answer too.
Was that Ricky's
Mando
answer?
was the giveaway.
Yes. I think Mando.
Well, I assumed it could have been Bo-Katan because they ran into each other. Cosca Reeves, like.
Why would she call him Mando though? 'Cause she's a Mando.
That was kind of where I went to. There's not many people that spoke to him in that like friendly sort of familiar, friendly mates sort of tone and nomenclature. So yeah, good.
Well, crack on. So I've got a feeling we might end up having to do a tiebreaker by the time we're finishing this round. Okay, so Marie, choose a number between 1 and 10, but not 6.
10.
10. Oh, yeah, probably one of the easy ones. Okay.
Semantics, is that between 1 and 10?
Yeah, never mind. You know what I mean. Okay, who said, then I'll see you in hell?
Han Solo.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. I was struggling on that one. Oh my God.
Well, you know where he says it, right, Ryan?
There's no bonus points, but yeah, you can.
I know, but I'm wondering if we're trying to help Ryan's memory. You know where he says it, right?
That's when Red 4 gets shot down?
No.
Red 3?
Do you not know when he says it?
No, I remember. That's the thing. I remember like the scene, and the way that my mind works is I have to start there and like build the scene outwards.
Well,
so I remember him being like, "I'll see you in hell."
That's completely What scene is that?
It's when he's leaving the cantina and he leaves the coins on the table. He says, "I'll see you in hell." And he walks.
Oh bother! Yeah. So you really? How about if I tell you it's in Empire Strikes Back? Where scene is it in?
Is that where she's like, "I love you, Han," and he's like, "I'll see you in hell." And then President Carbonite.
Yeah.
No.
So you don't know at all?
No, I don't have the time to start to unravel my memory the way it works. None of this stuff comes instantly to me. I have to unravel the scene completely.
But you're tauntaun or freeze before you make it to the first marker.
Yep, there it is. Yep. I'll see you now. Because that's the thing. I see him saying it. I just have to expand it and open the picture up in my mind, and then I see the tauntaun and stuff. So yeah.
And might merely just. I would say it might merely come from just I've got more watches in it than you, just from I'm older type of thing, or whatever. But no, I think it's also then I'll see you in hell. It's been a bit of a niggle over the years in terms of is hell a thing in the Star Wars universe? Yeah. And he's like, well, he says, I see you in hell. You know, sometimes there's some consternation that goes around.
It could be a bar. Like, it could be a bar. Like, oh, see you at that later. So,
okay.
But yeah.
We've got to move on, folks. Okay, so Ricky's next. Guess a number between 0 and 11.
5.
But not 6 or 10.
Well, 10's already taken. It's already taken, right. So it's 1 and 10.
5.
Okay. 5. See, I would be stuck on this one. Okay. Who said they did the Jawa for a while? They're quite furry. Very furry.
This British accent is killer for me, man. I don't know anything he just said.
They did the Jawa for a while. They're quite furry. Very furry.
He needed a Jawa for a while?
Dated a Jawa.
Oh.
Dated a Jawa for a while. They're quite furry. Very furry.
Okay.
I know this. Oh, I know. Pelimoto.
Pelimoto, correct.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember her name. I wouldn't have remembered her name, but I would remember who said it.
Even gave you the last name.
He did. I didn't even ask for it. I didn't actually say, give me a full name, so did very well. Okay, Ron, number between 0 and 11, but not 6, 10, or 5.
7.
There we go. This might be one of my slightly tricky questions, but let's see how you do. Who said, "These are your final steps, Way. Rise and take them"? I feel a little bit evil for putting this question in here, but a little bit obscure. These are your final steps, Way. Rise and take them.
Know where I want to go, but I'm going to go with Qui-Gon.
No. Good guess though. So the letter to guess him to hope steal with is going to be the letter F. So you guys are on the keyboards. And tell who's got a keyboard, who hasn't got a keyboard.
I didn't have my window popped up.
You can't guess in the game, Rod.
Well, if the other dummies don't get it, yes, I can.
I suppose. Well, I know I haven't decided on that one actually. I mean, technically, Marie's got to go before you anyway. Okay, so Ricky to steal. Ricky to steal.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, correct.
Damn it! Go with your gut. Go with your gut. The first rule, the first rule of anything, go with your gut. And it was Obi-Wan was my gut, but I thought he said something different. Or I was thinking about that. These are your first steps line in the first movie, but then later is where you're where that quote comes from, where she's looking at all this. Damn.
Star Wars rhymes, so it'll bring it full circle. These are your final steps.
So Obi-Wan's speech.
Yeah, very good point. Yes.
Yeah, what does Qui-Gon say to her though? He says something to her.
I came across the quotes that all the characters that say a line in that bit, and I thought I have to choose one. I thought I won't go too obscure because I don't want to really confuse everybody.
Do you have it written down? What does Qui-Gon say to her?
I don't know. I haven't got that in front of me.
No, you don't have. No worries. Next.
Oh, we know what Mace. Said. Mace Windu. That guy killed all our friends. Kill that motherfucker.
Oh.
He can edit it.
An hour and 50.
Why does he sound like Sam Kinison?
Cancel that one.
It does. It's not Samuel L. Jackson. It's Sam Kinison.
Wrong. You did it. You just said a name. You didn't say a whole name. Okay. Sorry for your editing, Ricky.
You lose a point.
That's a funny meme, though. I enjoy that meme. That gif.
I thought you were say you were sick and tired of the Sith on the...
Okay, so 4 more to go. Ryan next. Choose a number between 0 and 11, but not 5, 6, 7, or 10.
Oh, we can choose 0?
No, I said between 0 and 11. I'm being clever now.
Okay.
He's being pedantic.
Okay. 2.
Okay, interesting. Right, Ryan. Who said?
Oh boy.
Who said? Feel. Do not think. Trust your instincts.
I just suck at these. I don't remember. It's so obvious, but I can't get it. Feel.
Instincts. I said instincts.
There it is.
Feel. Do not think. Trust your instincts.
Luke. I don't know. Just to move this along, I'm just gonna say Luke.
No, but it's not Luke. I'm gonna tell you that. Okay, so the letter for people to try and steal is going to be W.
I love this letter thing. It's so smart.
Okay, so Ricky to steal.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Correct.
When does he say it?
Pottery.
Okay. See, I was picturing Ray sitting on the rock. I know Luke
That's
doesn't
where I
really
went
say
to
it.
first.
I thought it was Luke too for a minute, but then he said trust your instincts, and that's such a Qui-Gon.
That's a Qui-Gon thing to say.
Okay. So Marie, number between 0 and 11, but not 2, 5, 6, 7, or 10.
1.
1. There we go. Okay. Who said, I found something buried in the woods?
Was that Wim?
It was.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
When I don't remember what his last name is.
Yeah, I'm not asking. I don't think. I think the name is Summer, isn't it? But
yeah, I never saw it anywhere in the series.
Was it Wendell? No, Wendell was the other.
Wendell's the dad. I want to say Wim Wendell, but then that's like too much like Bim Vendors and.
Okay. Now Ricky, number between 0 and 11, but not 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, or 10.
9.
Correct. That is there.
Okay.
9. 9. Okay. Who said?
Did I get a point?
No.
No.
Who said? I stole it from Uncle Plutt. He stole it from the Irvin boys, who stole it from Duncan.
Duquesne. It was Ray.
Correct.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask for a last name.
Skywalker.
We could argue over what that is. Okay, so that just leaves. Let me see. What's left then? That leaves 3, 4, or 8 for you to pick, Ron.
That was to me.
Yeah, 3, 4.
Yeah,
8.
I thought it was my turn. Yeah, 8.
8. Yeah. Okay. Who said they win by making you think you're alone? Remember, there's more of us.
God, that's such a good quote. Doesn't mean I know who said it. It's just a good quote.
Yeah. Tumbleweed blowing past.
I had something at first, but then Lando.
No, but that's a good guess.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, so the letter to steal with for this final question is going to be H.
That's no fair with keyboards because you can have 2 hands over top of it.
So
get a keyboard.
Ricky.
What is this? The 80s? Who uses a computer, dude?
Ricky.
Let me guess, you got a printer at home too?
I do, and a scanner.
Quiet, boomer, millennial Z guy.
And a fax machine.
Well, I have an all-in-one. I don't know who has all 3 of those. That's just insane.
Yeah.
My pager's going off. Just a second. Let me answer this.
I still have a Pentec pager.
What's your guess, Ricky?
It's Leia.
No.
I think she does say it, but yeah, I know.
Who was next to guess? One can't guess again. You said it. Ryan.
I'll need to repeat the question, please.
Who said they win by making you...
Oh, we lost.
Oh, Rose. No, do we lose him?
Yes, we lost him.
No, I say Rose. I said Rose. I don't know if it's right or not, but I feel like it's Rose.
Murray, what's your take on is he right or wrong?
I think he's right.
Yeah, that was my other, and go with your gut. Go with your gut. I initially thought it was, or was going to say Rose was my answer, but then the last part of the quote threw me off, and I was thinking Lando when there's more of us line when all the ships come in. Poe says all is lost, and there's too many of them, and he comes in and says there. But I think that's all he says though is there's more of us.
Yeah, I thought it was the scene when Leia dies and Lando shows up and talks to Poe, and then I thought Poe repeated. I thought Poe repeated what Leia said, and so that's why I said Leia. But
no, Rose to Finn. I think it's "you dummy" is where that line comes from, and that's where I initially went with. And man, I changed it up.
In Rise of Skywalker or in Last Jedi?
It's
Last Jedi.
Rose to Finn. She shoots him out of the sky, and he's like, "Why would you do that?" And she says whatever that quote just was, right?
No, she says the whole saving people thing in that.
Oh.
You don't think that's where the quote came from? I was thinking that's the scene where the quote came from. Where do you think it's from, Marie?
Well, I might be wrong.
The Last Jedi, but I don't remember.
What? So if I'm wrong, what's your guess then, Marie?
I have no idea. it sounds like a Rose line or it sounds like a Leia line. There's just like no in between. Yeah,
Okay.
Unkar Flood. We'll go with that.
Honestly, if I was first, I was gonna say Lando. So because I know he has like that touching moment when everyone arrives, but the moment that he started speaking it again, like Rose popped in my head, and that's how I remember things. Like I have to have a certain thing, and then everything just unfolds into the whole thing. Like I seriously don't ever ask me.
And
couldn't
he
be
said
dude
it,
from
yeah.
Lost? Doesn't he say that?
What?
The guy from Lost, what's his name? From Lord of the Rings? Isn't he the one that says
Dominic Monaghan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominic Monaghan.
I think it's him. I don't remember his character's name.
Me neither.
Oh, wow. The Not Penny's boat guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's the quote? Yeah, no, that's a good pull, Ricky.
I think it was him. That's 100%. But I don't know his name. Because he has one line in that movie.
Yeah, and he's the historian guy. Which
And that would,
isn't made clear in the movie, but he's a historian.
Yeah.
And that's
And
kind of
that
why
would-
he's there.
Yeah, and that would help us with
by.
the last part of that quote, because I really don't think the last part of that quote was Rose. The first part really sounded like Rose, but there's more of us or whatever
That's
the
too
heck.
sentimental. That's too sentimental for
But
his
he
character.
wrote it on a note and stuck it to the window.
Yeah, no, I agree there too that it is too sentimental. What's the answer? Or no,
Ryan said
Ryan guessed Rose.
I guess Rose.
Is that correct?
Well, was that? Oh, was that? Oh, I think you're just joking when you said that in the messenger chat.
What?
I'm back. It was never power cut, by the way. So you said Rose.
Right, is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah, that's not right.
All right, then Marie has a guess.
Oh man.
So that leaves it Marie to guess. So do you remember the phrase?
Can you repeat the phrase, please?
I will. Can repeat the phrase. They win by making you think you are alone. Remember, there's more of us.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
She's
Hold
thinking,
on.
because if it's not Lando and it's not Rose, that's a heck of a great quote. Who the heck says that?
It's Laura Dern's character. Is it Holdo?
Oh no.
Holdo.
General Holdo? Yeah.
No.
No.
Wow, Steven,
Okay.
you're just like calling. You're like, God, you guys are dumb. Why would you?
I'll tell you which film it was, shall I? It was The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
it's definitely
either,
a sequel trilogy.
It's either Poe or the guy I was talking about.
Is it
A
not Penny's
historian,
boat
dude.
guy?
Beaumont Kin. His name's Beaumont Kin.
Beaumont Kin.
The character's name is that, or the
Well, he
actor's
said
name?
Yeah.
who, so-
Yeah.
The character's name is Beaumont Kin.
Yeah, none of us. That's a great
No,
trivia
it's not
question.
Beaumont
Who
King.
who
Not
pulls the
Beaumont King.
Penny's not Penny's boat guy? His character name in Star Wars is Beaumont Kim. Jeez.
I have the book in front of me, Rise of
Some
Skywalker
Nolans.
Visual Dictionary, and I know he's in there because I like the character. So
No one's
he's
getting a
the one
point, Stephen. Well, what's the answer?
Well, I think you just keep guessing until you get it right.
Oh.
I'm
Poe?
not going to give any points. I'm not going to give any points, but I'm trying to remember when it said now. Is it
Well,
said right near the end?
Is it Claude? No.
Margie.
Oh, Claude lost his head.
imagine he never speaks, and then it's like, and then that's how they get it. You're like, what? That
Steven,
guy with
it's-
no.
It's Finn.
It's his disembodied head.
It is Finn.
It's not Finn.
Claude doesn't lose his head.
Finn.
Like,
He
It's a
doesn't-
friend
Poe?
of Poe's. It's a friend of Poe's who appears in the last film.
Zori Bliss.
Correct.
that doesn't count as a point, by the way.
It was Felicity.
But no, that's not
Oh,
Claude.
it does, because he said I'm going to give it a point.
No, he said
I'm
it's not.
guessing.
Give you a point.
He said, "I'm not giving a
Oh.
point." Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not Claude. Claude has a giant slug head. That's
Yeah, I know. I was joking.
Wait, so let's
Yeah.
go back to, when does Zori say that? She
When
says
they're
that to
sitting on
him.
Jimmy when he's sitting there with him.
Yeah, sitting there.
She gives him the coin. Yeah.
and that gets all steamy. Oh wait, no, that's the book. Never mind.
Written by Claudia Gray.
Right. I just read that. I'm reading that X-Files book. Oh boy.
I shall have to read the book.
Okay, no point for the last one. I have no idea where the standing is. So
Which is,
Wait, was that the last
4,
question?
5, 6, 7. That disappointed me. That could have made a difference, but doesn't matter. It didn't. So okay,
count it
so
down.
we've finished. Then we've done 3 rounds. We'll save the skeleton round then for the next one if we get time. We should have time because I'm going to take on to talk about the episodes. He says.
Okay, who took my trophy? Otherwise known as
Yes,
my
unfortunately,
cat's sleeping
yes, but
place.
In final, in final position is with 4 points is Ron.
Really? What? Ron is last?
Ron, because he didn't get anything from the last round. In joint second with 5 points is Ryan and Marie.
Oh, boy.
That by 2 points, the 2025 Positively Star Wars Senate podcast, whatever the title is, annual quiz winner is Ricky.
And the one with the best Google foo.
With Mori.
It's
glucose.
You gonna drop the monkey question now? Are you gonna drop that now?
No, I should have been 3 points. I should have actually won by 5.
Well, congratulations, Ricky. I hope you like that you stole my cat's bed.
Oh.
That's primarily due to your final round performance.
Yeah,
you had 4.
I did good on quotes.
In that last round.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because we type it in, it comes back with the answer real quick.
Yeah, I did. I stole like 3 of them, didn't I?
2. You stole 2.
Yeah.
You stole 2.
Okay.
Without that, just as well, really, because without that, it would have been a dead heat. And we would have had a tie question. We didn't steal.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
Well done.
Very awkward.
Well done.
Good questions.
Yeah, Stephen, appreciate your time, energy, and effort, and all that, Quizmaster. That's always always a good time with this group.
But I should have fact-checked some of these questions. It's my mistake, that is. I should have gone through that. I meant to have, but forgot.
I think the only one that was really egregious was the whole 17 versus 10. Right? That was the only one that was...
And you got to remember, we argued about that for a good 10 minutes the last time we talked about it. So it was a big thing. Like, no.
There's no arguing. It's clearly 10, and 17 is the bartered price or whatever. And it's definitely a chimpanzee's eyes.
Yeah,
which is not a monkey.
I said 15 because I was thinking about, we can give you 2 now plus 15 when we reach Alderaan, but it wasn't 15.
It could really save my hide.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the ship and get it ready.
It was 10,000, and then Luke goes 10,000. We could almost buy our own ship for that.
Yeah, but who's gonna fly it, kid? You?
You?
Yeah. And that one with the how many stormtroopers escorted Luke stuff, I was gonna say 3 instead of 4 that were with Vader, and because there was 5 people and 3 were troopers and 1 was Imperial and 1 was Vader.
Now I'm going to be sitting there counting their stormtroopers all my life.
Why doesn't Vader go up the elevator with them?
Ricky, you asked about that, and then you said the next scene they both come together, whatever. Those are 2 different places. That's the Endor elevator down to the AT-AT that's on the ground to take them to the transport, and then the next one is the Emperor's elevator.
That's true, because they're in space. Yeah.
So yeah, it does flow if you don't pay attention, or not pay attention, but if you're not really super invested in what's going on there, it does sort of flow that way, or just odd. But that's a great trivia question: is how many AT-ATs are in Return of the Jedi? And most people will be like 0.
Well, it's like
but
an Empire.
Is an AT-AT in Return of the Jedi, because there's one in the very lower left of the corner of that base or wherever they are that's walking up to it and delivering Luke. That's a very short scene, a very small scene, but there is an AT-AT in Return of the Jedi that most people miss. As a trivia question.
If you say that up front, then yeah.
So when Luke says, "Well, who's gonna?" when he says, "Who's gonna fly it?" You. What's the next line after that?
You bet I can. I'm not such a bad. And Ben calms him down and says,
"I'll see you in hell."
The Armorer.
No. Luke answers and he says, "The Armorer."
The Armorer.
Exactly.
So all congratulations go to Stephen. These I love these questions. I love any ones that aren't based strictly on memory. Like the number 1 was fun. This Who Said was really fun. So great question, Stephen. So again, great work. So you did the most work out of this. So thank you. I remove my vote of no. I remove my vote of no confidence.
And he did it in the dark.
No, it is I can't actually now see the piece of paper anymore.
Is the tea done now?
I've got my moon lamp here next to me, but
the kettle's still boiling.
Doesn't really surround very much, but yeah, thank you very much.
It's no moon; it's a space station.
It just goes to show how much fun Star Wars is. Nearly 50 years later, or whatever, to just have this sort of fun and enjoy the camaraderie of going through trivia questions like that and having a good time with fellow.
I tried to get a few more modern questions in here.
Yeah, that Wim one really threw me. You're going through quotes and you're going through like movie quotes, and all of a sudden there's like, I found something in the woods, and I'm like, well, I think that's
buried in the woods.
I think that's skeleton.
And I had to think about that a minute.
But
I had to think about that a minute. I was like,
Star Wars on screen anyway. We're counting Star Wars. You do a book quiz, and I'll be the Ryan of that quiz.
Well, as I said,
I'm just guessing.
I
have got a skeleton crew round, so we'll save them for the for next time round.
Okay.
I actually did that
which is good because I haven't done a rewatch yet.
All right, very good. So we'll have a skeleton crew trophy for next some of Jod's jewelry or whatever, and treasure that he left behind can be for the prize. So that's it. Ricky is the champion.
Well done. Congrats, Ricky.
Congratulations, Ricky.
It was fun, even though we argued.
I can't remember who previous winners are in previous years. I know obviously Marie won it last year. I think Ron's won it 1 year before. I think. Can't remember. Yeah, I should write these down. To remember who's won in the past. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. And so yeah, thank you very much. So we've reached the end of this special episode for podcast. What? I forget, Ricky. What's this actually for?
Star Wars Podcast Day.
Is it Star Wars Podcast Day?
Yes.
That's why we met up today, because today is Star Wars Podcast Day. Today is.
Day. I wasn't sure if it's Star Wars Podcast
Today
Day
is Star Wars Podcast Day.
Happy Star Wars Podcast Day.
Yes, that's it.
Steven's been out of power since the 26th of last month, and it's finally coming back.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on at the moment, so I'm still in darkness here.
Lucky.
I know. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. And so we'll just go say thank you and goodbye from, I lost my order. Goodbye from Ryan.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye from Marie.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from Ricky.
Bye-bye, and subscribe and follow us and listen to all our episodes, because we have, how many? 68?
And goodbye from Ron.
Cheers. Stay safe, everyone.
One of the last thing to decide is we need to. So you need to call up the old FedEx and have them to parcel the trophy to Ricky, Marie. So
I'll do that post haste. Yes.
Yep. Do that. Yeah. Do that as soon
We
as
send
you
it like
can.
Willy Wonka does the candy bars to the TV. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get it. I'll do this. We should get an NFT, and then can't we pass? That's a picture of something or whatever. We can pass that around. And that way, somebody can truly own the trophy. And then it can be passed around easily.
Look into that.
Right?
They don't.
No?
Yeah, a bit of a.
That would be kind of cool.
See,
cool.
Great minds think alike. I like Marie. She's got the right mindset.
I would look into that.
Just because it would be an easy way to pass something around. But anyway, yep. Cheers, everybody. Just a fun quiz. Come listen to our podcast once a month.
Yep. So goodbye, everybody. Have a nice, happy Star Wars Podcast Day, and may the Force be with you.
Bye, everybody.
We're off.
Bye.
Thanks, Steven. I appreciate the hell out of you. That was an absolutely fun.
Go switch off. I am the Senate.
Be sure to follow us online. We're at Facebook at PSW Senate. Join our PSW Star Wars Facebook group, where we all are in there interacting. You can find us on Twitter at PSW Senate. On Instagram, we're at PSW Senate Podcast. And on TikTok, we're at PSW Senate Podcast. We look forward to hearing from you.
The Force will be with you, always.